Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel here. So today we're going to be talking about an update to the Ethos leather and interior coating. It's 4 months in, and so we're going to kind of just show how the performance is of the coating here. I will let you know that the front seat took the biggest hit, which completely makes sense. That's the seat that's used the most, is the driver's side. That had almost to the point where it was completely flat. It was basically flat, which tells me that the hydrophobic properties are just gone. Completely normal. The claim durability for this is up to 1 year, meaning it has the potential to last up to a year, depending on which, on the amount of wear that area sees. So the driver's side sees the most. You know, for me, based on my experience using different leather coatings, around the 4 to 6 month time frame is when a leather coating kind of takes, kind of just falls flat on the driver's seat. On the other seats, about 6-7 months, 6 to 8 month time frame, that's when you start to see those take the hit as well. Again, if they're not even used, that coating will go on for a very long time, technically go on forever if it's not being used. Again, abrasion is what's going to remove an interior coating. Basically, anytime you get in and you slide in and out like that, you're going to abrade the surface there. So what I ended up doing is I cleaned the seats with Fresh from Ethos, and then I used a Colourlock brush just to kind of lightly agitate the seat. And the seats were actually pretty clean. And my dad's been actually maintaining this with the Ethos interior detail because he loves that stuff. He just loves the scent, the coconut scent for it. And so I think that's kind of helping the leather coating last a bit longer as well, is that's acting as a sacrificial layer because it does have some conditioning aspects in it. And so I think that's helping out. Now, I will mention, so I'm going to go back and I'm going to be going to the Colourlock route again. So I'm going to be doing back to my two-step system, Colourlock leather protector and leather shield. We're going to go ahead and just go back to this. And you're probably thinking, like, well, isn't the coating going to hinder the ability for Colourlock to nourish the leather? And the answer to that is, at least I can say, is no, because when I spoke to Tim about this, he stated that this is breathable. So it's not going to lock your leather completely out. So it's breathable on there, which means that, to me, it's going to be semi-permeable. Let's put it that way. Again, I'm not a leather expert. I'm not a leather coating expert. I'm not a vinyl expert. I'm just going by with experience using coatings over my lifespan here. Which I tend not to use leather coatings that much anyway. So with that said, one other thing I will mention is, I'm not sure if I can say this. So Tim, I apologize. I'm hoping I'm not messing this up. But when I spoke to Tim a couple months ago, he did tell me that he was working on a leather conditioner that would work with this, that would actually condition the leather, which will kind of help maintain this to last even longer. So he was working on that. I don't know what happened to that, but just kind of putting it out there that he was working on that. So Tim, I apologize if I wasn't supposed to say anything, but that's where we're going. So let me show you the hydrophobics on this passenger's front seat, which still looks pretty decent. Again, we're 4 months in. I think it'll probably go another 2 to 3 months probably, because it's not used as often on the passenger seat. And it, yeah, let me just show you that, and you guys can let me know what you think. Okay, so this is the way I test if a coating is still intact. I just have a spray bottle with some water, and we're just going to go ahead and spray this on the surface. And so you can see that the beading is not as pronounced as it once was, but you can see it's still repelling. It has the ability to repel liquids. And so let me just kind of mop this up. So I just want to just show that it still has the ability to be hydrophobic on there, which that's a good sign. That means it's pretty durable. And to be honest, if I really wanted to, again, I'm not going to, I could actually reapply the leather coating. So let me just go ahead and show you this piece here. You can actually see it. So again, it's still repelling, still has the ability to repel a liquid. So again, it's still hanging in there. It's just not as strong as it once was. And on the, like I said, as I mentioned, on the driver's side, just going to dry this off here. On the driver's side, the seat was completely flat. on that side over there, which makes sense. So the next thing we're going to do, and put all this stuff back in the cart, is I'm going to use Colourlock leather protector in here. Eventually, at some point I will get to Geist. I just don't have a need for it because I have a bunch of Colourlock, and then I would just apply it in here. And because that leather coating is breathable, it will penetrate in there. So let me get some more on my applicator here, and I'll take it to the other side, which I've already done, like maybe I forget how long I did that one. I've been kind of doing some other stuff. I think it's been sitting for like an hour, and then and I'm showing you the way I apply Colourlock. So I'll actually apply it to the entire seat. And I'll let it sit there for a bit, just to let the material absorb it. Now these seats here, it's leather in the center and it's vinyl on the outer bolsters here. And just every time, just kind of reload your applicator here, and I'll do the same thing up here. And then you can raise your headrest here and get it in there. Again, just reload as needed. That's what I'm doing here. And yes, I just go over the stitching. This product's completely safe if you go over the stitching for it. So let me go ahead and just grab a towel, and I'm going to go ahead and wipe this down. So the reason I let that sit for a while, again, I want the material to absorb some of the quote conditioner from Colourlock, so that it kind of just penetrates a little bit into the material. Again, because that leather coating is breathable, it should allow that to kind of penetrate a bit. And then you just wipe off any excess. And the reason you wipe off any excess is so you don't get it on your clothes. Okay, so I'm officially done there. Actually, I applied that up there. Up here it's vinyl, and so I treat the vinyl basically like leather. Okay, and then I will go ahead and wipe this down. And so that's it. And then I'm going to go on the other side. I'm going to flip my towel to a clean quadrant, because we're going to go on the other side. I'm going to show you how to use leather shield on there. Again, eventually I'll get to Geist. I just don't have a need for it because I have a bunch of leather conditioner, or leather protector and leather shield from Colourlock. Got my stuff folded, and I'm going to take some leather shield, and we'll go to the other side. Okay, so over here it's been sitting for a while. Like I said, probably like for an hour. Put that there for a minute. as I set up here. So it's been sitting for an hour. Just go ahead and shake this. Again, this is leather shield. Leather shield is basically a leather sealant, and this is what's going to give us a little bit of abrasion properties in here. So I'm just going to go ahead and apply to this applicator. It's a bit much, but I can do the whole seat with that basically. This is a coating saver style applicator, and this stuff just goes on real nice. I'm just going to work it into the seat. Again, you can go over the stitching here. And with this one, you can actually let it sit and be fine for a while. So I'll let that kind of, what I like to do, and I think they've stated this, Colourlock, is you kind of let it flash off a bit, and then that'll, when you come back and wipe it off, you won't have a lot of product in there. So I'm gonna let that flash off there, and I'm gonna pour some more in here. Put that on there, and then we're gonna do this piece here. And especially on the bolsters here, you want to make sure you get that product in there, because these are the areas that take the hit from getting in and out. So here, these will take the hit on there. So I'll just go ahead and apply some in there, and that's how easy it is to use leather shield. So now that I don't have much left on the seat because it looks like it's almost flashed off, I will just come back and wipe it with the towel. Again, I just flip my towel to a clean side, and you'll feel that it's there's a surface tension to it. You'll feel it's a little bit of surface tension. You can see how it's slick. It's not slippery where you're going to be sliding in and out of the seat, but it's just enough to add some of that abrasion resistance here. So this is what I'm doing, and I'm primarily only doing like, I don't do the back of the seats. So the back of the seats, I just do the Colourlock leather protector on the back of the seat. I don't need the abrasion resistance because you're not getting in and out in there to abrade anything. So I'll just do like the front of these seats, and then I'll do the back seats as well, because people do use those when they get in and out. So that's pretty much it. And so that's it for the two-step system for Colourlock. That's what I like to use, and they recommend that if your car is 3 years older, you do the two-part system like this. If your car is like brand new or less than a year old, you know, that chair is about to die on me. If you have a newer vehicle, like roughly about a year old, all you need is a leather shield. So that's all I have for you guys. I'm gonna turn the camera back. That's all I have for you guys on this one here. Again, quick little update on the Ethos leather coating. You can see 4 months in, it's still doing pretty good on the passenger seat. Like I said, I mentioned I should have brought you along with the driver's seat, but I did that one first. I checked it and I was like, there's no more hydrophobic properties on this. So the coating is technically gone there after about 4 months, which is expected. The diamond leather did the same thing. Sequartz leather 2.0 seems to Sequartz leather 2.0 seems to handle abrasion a bit better. That one seems to last a little longer. That one, I've actually, at least the older version, I was able to get a little over a year. But the new version, because they went water-based, doesn't last as long as the previous one. But you can actually go a little, it is more durable than this one. It's more durable than the Diamond Pro Tech one. And I haven't tested the GN Leather Shield Evo. Again, I primarily don't reach for leather coatings that much. I tend to use like the Colourlock stuff for the rest of the cars. I just wanted to test out this Ethos one because Tim sent it out to me. I was like, let me check it out, see how good it is, see how it performs long term. And so now you guys have an idea of how it's performing after 4 months. Like I said, driver's seat completely gone, rear seats and the passenger front still doing pretty good. You saw that it still had the ability to repel water and be hydrophobic. It's just not as strong as it was. That one could probably go on here. It could probably go another 3 months before I would have to do, like, if I really wanted to, I could just clean it again and then reapply this and move forward. But so far so good. I think it's actually better than the Diamond Protect one. I still think Seaquartz leather is my favorite leather coating to use. 2.0 I think is where they're at now, and then this would be like second, and then it would be Diamond Protect. Again, I haven't tested GN Leather Shield in so long, I don't remember how well that performed. So that's where I'm at with this. If you guys have any comments or questions, go ahead and post down below. I hope this update's helpful for you guys, and yeah, I'll catch you next one. Take care, everyone.